face in the morning rush, a whisper lost in the city's hush. Used to move with the human tide, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Live my life in a muted gray, letting the hours just slip away. Just a shadow on the wall, waiting for a call that never came at all. But now I see an echo in the glass, a stranger I've come to be at last. This version of me I've never known, a fire burning, a seed that's grown. No longer blending with the pain, I'm stepping out of the pouring rain. The face in the crowd is fading fast. This echo's here to last. I trace the lines on this new face, a roadmap of time and of this place. Every doubt a faded line, every fear no longer mine. I straighten up, I pull my shoulders back, putting my own story on the right track. The voice that was a silent plea is now a roaring symphony. And oh, I see an echo in the glass, a stranger I've come to be at last. This version of me I've never known, a fire burning, a seed that's grown. No longer blending with the pain, I'm stepping out of the pouring rain. The face in the crowd is fading fast. This echo's here to last. The city lights spell out my name. I'm not a moth drawn to the flame. I am the fire, bright and bold, a story waiting to be told. Yeah, the echo in the glass is finally me at last. Finally me at last. The hero of my story. The ink is waiting, the page is white, under the glow of a hopeful light. I was a footnote in a book, just a passing hurry look, a character with no lines to say, watching the plot just drift away. They handed me a script to read, planted someone else's seed, but the words felt wrong upon my tongue, a song of glory left unsung. This is my unwritten anthem, the first line of my own design. I'm tearing up the pages they gave me and making the story mine. From a whisper to a battle cry, beneath a brand new open sky. My unwritten anthem, loud and clear. My revolution starts right here. The punctuation was their own, a silent life they'd neatly sown. Commas where I should have roared, periods I had long ignored, but I found a voice used to think I was made of glass, so fragile I would never last. A single touch, a careless word, the quietest storm, the most unheard. I built up walls so high and deep, while the world outside was fast asleep. Believe the cracks were signs of shame, a broken thing, a losing game. But this porcelain heart has learned to mend on its own terms, not on a friend. Every fracture, every break, for goodness and for pity's sake, is filled with Kintsugi gold. A story that is brave and old. I'm stronger for the lines I bear, a work of art beyond compare. They saw the damage, not the fight, the struggle in the dead of night, to piece myself back up again, to find the courage deep within. What they called weakness, I call grace. The map of survival on my face, each scar a lesson I have learned, a bridge I crossed, a page I turned. 'Cause the ghost that wears my old clothes walks the halls that nobody knows. It has my face, it knows my name, but it doesn't feel the sun or rain. It's the me who always played it safe, a prisoner in a gilded cage, who answered yes when it meant no, and never ever let it show. I'm saying my goodbyes, turning the key to the ghost I left behind. It isn't me. I'm walking out into the light of day and letting that old memory fade away. It can haunt the rooms of yesterday. I have no more dues to pay. I'm free, I'm new, I'm redefined from the ghost I left behind. I hear it whisper in the breeze of all my old insecurities. It begs me to come back inside where it is safe to run and hide. But the air out here is fresh and clean, a world that ghost has never seen. My legs are strong, my eyes are clear. There's no more room for all that fear. I'm saying my goodbyes, turning the key to the ghost I left behind. It isn't me. I'm walking out into the light of day and letting that old memory fade away. It can haunt the rooms of yesterday. I have no more dues to pay. I'm free, I'm new, I'm redefined from the ghost I left behind. I'm not afraid of my own shadow now. I've broken every single vow I made to keep myself so small. And now I'm standing 10 feet tall. Goodbye, goodbye to the ghost I left behind. No more tears to cry. Peace of mind I find. Yeah, the ghost is left behind.
I was a house that was built for someone else. Put all my dreams upon a dusty shelf. The floor plan drawn by other hands to fit their needs and their demands. Each room a box, each window small, afraid to see the world at all. A shaky frame, a crooked door. I couldn't live there anymore. So I'm tearing it all down to the ground. Not another brick will be found. I've got a blueprint of my own design, a masterpiece, and it's all mine. With soaring towers, open space, a brand new smile upon my face. This is the architect of my own soul, taking back my own control. The foundation's made of lessons learned, respect and trust that I have earned. The walls are built with boundaries strong, where I decide what's right and wrong. My roof is hope, my door is sure. told me keep your feet on the ground. Don't make a scene, don't make a sound. They told me what goes up must fall, so don't you dare to stand up tall. I walked around with weights on my shoes, singing the quiet, lonely blues. Believe the sky was just for birds, and live my life in whispered words. But I'm jumping up so high, I'm touching the sun. My time for staying small is done. They said I'd fall, but I'm still flying higher, proving that gravity's a liar. These chains of war turning into dust, fueled by a fire of self-trust. I'm writing my own laws of desire, and proving that gravity's a liar. They drew a line in the shifting sand and told me this I'd understand, that dreams were for the chosen few and not for the likes of me and you. But I saw the world beyond the line, a universe that could be mine. So I took a breath and made a leap, while all their promises were cheap. And I'm jumping up so high, I'm touching the sun. My time for staying small is done. They said I'd fall, but I'm still flying higher, proving that gravity's a liar. These chains of war turning into dust, fueled by a fire of self-trust. I'm writing my own laws of desire, I'm proving that gravity's a liar. Let them watch me from below as I begin to truly glow. I was not born to crawl and creep, I have a universe to keep. Gravity's a liar. My soul's on fire, taking it higher. My one desire, yeah, gravity's a liar.
They gave me a name when I was born, a little afraid, a little worn. It never fit me quite right, felt like a shadow in the light, a label on a jar of clay that didn't match what was inside. No way I answered to it with a sigh, beneath the cold and distant sky. So I'm giving it back respectfully. It's not the one that defines me. I found a word that feels like home, a place where I can truly roam. This is the name I chose for me, a declaration wild and free, spoken with a voice that's strong and proud, no longer lost inside the crowd. I try to change myself to fit, to make the pieces all commit to a puzzle that was not my own, a seed that I had never sown. But you can't force a star to be a stone, or a king to leave his rightful throne. I had to find the sound, the rain, the truest song my spirit sang. So I'm giving it back respectfully. It's not the one that defines me. I found a word that feels like home, a place where I can truly roam. This is living my life off stage, just another name upon a page. In the back row of the choir, putting out my own small fire. I knew the lines of every part, I had them all memorized by heart. But I was happy in the wings, with the quiet and the hidden things. But tonight I'm solo in the spotlight, heart is beating, everything so bright. Nowhere to hide, no one to blame, as everybody breathes my name. It's terrifying and it's true, I'm seeing life from a whole new view. Solo in the spotlight, all alone on this stage I'm calling my own. The silence is a roaring sound as I take my place on hollow ground. Every eye is watching me, the person I have dared to be. My knees are weak, my palms are wet. This is the moment that I've met, and all my dreams and all my fears, after all these silent years. And tonight I'm solo in the spotlight, heart is beating, everything so bright. Nowhere to hide, no one to blame, as everybody breathes my name. It's terrifying and it's true, I'm seeing life from a whole new view. Solo in the spotlight, all alone on this stage I'm calling my own. I take a breath, the music starts, the mending of a million hearts begins with just a single note from the hope that's in my throat. Solo in the spotlight, yeah, it feels so right. Solo in the spotlight, shining oh so bright, my own light.
Down below the city breeze, a tangled web of tangled leaves, a million stories loud and fast, a present that is built to last. I used to run in that same race, trying to find my own small space, a face among the hurried feet on just another crowded street. But up here in my rooftop kingdom, I found a different kind of freedom. The noise all fades to a gentle hum, my senses are no longer numb. I see the pattern, see the grace of this entire frantic place. I am the watcher and the one beneath the slowly rising sun. The sirens are a lullaby to all the dreams that used to die. The traffic lights are pulsing stars, healing all my inner scars. From this high perch it all seems small, the struggles that once held me in thrall. I'm not above it, just a part, listening to my own senses are no longer numb. I see the pattern, see the grace of this entire frantic place. I am the watcher and the one beneath the slowly rising sun. I don't need a castle, don't need a crown. In this quiet kingdom I have found the strength to face the world below with a steady heart and a peaceful glow. In my rooftop kingdom, I found my freedom high above the sound, on my own sacred ground, my kingdom. My rooftop kingdom, I found my freedom high above the sound, on my own sacred ground, my kingdom, my kingdom.
We always talk about the wind, not the shaky place where you begin. We celebrate the finish line, the perfect polished grand design. But I was frozen, couldn't move, had nothing left I had to prove, or so I thought in my defeat, stuck on an endless repeat. But this is a song about the art of the start, the moment you listen to your own heart, that first deep breath, that single step, the secret that you've always kept. It's not the journey or the end, it's the choice to try, my friend. The quiet, hopeful, beating part, that is the art of the start. It's finding strength to turn the page, to walk out of a self-made cage. It's the decision in the dark to leave your own unique mark. It doesn't have to be a roar, just a quiet knock upon a door that you had always bolted tight, and stepping out into the light. 'Cause this is a song about the art of the start, the moment you listen to your own heart, that first deep breath, that single step, the secret that you've always kept. It's not the journey or the end, it's the choice to try, my friend. The quiet, hopeful, beating part, that is the art of the start. Like a seed that breaks the concrete ground, without a witness, without a sound. That first small act of pure defiance is a beautiful and brave alliance with the person you were meant to be. It all begins, you see, with the art of the start. Just listen to your heart. My words were birds I kept inside, with pretty wings but terrified to ever sing or ever fly beneath the silent watchful sky. My throat was tied, my lips were sealed, a truth that couldn't be revealed. I learned to nod and to agree, and lost the song that wasn't me. But silence was a cage around my heart, and I just broke the bars and flew apart. My voice is soaring on the wind for all the years that I have sinned against myself, against my soul, by giving up my own control. This melody is my own rage, breaking out of that silent cage. I spoke in whispers, walked on toes, a garden where no color grows. I thought the quiet was my friend, a safe and comfortable dead end. But silence is a heavy stone that you must always bear alone. And I am tired of the way I'm smashing down that iron gate. 'Cause silence was a cage around my heart, and I just broke the bars and flew apart. My voice is soaring on the wind for all the years that I have sinned against myself, against my soul, by giving up my own control. This melody is my own rage, breaking out of that silent cage. Let him hear it loud and clear, the sound of me conquering my fear. Every note of victory for the person I was meant to be. No more cages, turning pages. My voice rages through the ages. No more silent cages. I used to lean, I used to sway, let others guide me on my way, a puppet held by hopeful strings, ignoring all the warnings. I look for hands to hold me up, to fill my half an empty cup. I walked in footprints someone else had made, always living in their shade. But I'm standing on my own 2 feet, to the rhythm of my own heartbeat. The ground is solid, I am tall, and I'm not afraid to fall. 'Cause I know how to get back up again, a loyal and a trusted friend to the person I was meant to meet. Standing on my own 2 feet. The first few steps were insecure, a little wobbly to be sure. I looked around for a helping hand in this unfamiliar foreign land.
trusted friend to the person I was meant to meet. Standing on my own 2 feet. This road ahead is mine to claim, and I'm calling out my own name. Every mile and every stone is a victory I've won alone. On my own 2 feet, yeah, it feels so sweet. On my own 2 feet, can't be beat. My own 2 feet.
Packed my bags in the pale moonlight. Didn't bother turning on the light. One last look at the peeling paint. A silent prayer from a sinner, not a saint. This town had a role for me to play, and I played it well day after day. The quiet girl with downcast eyes, full of unheard lullabies. I'm putting my foot on the gas, I'm gone, driving straight
used to be a source of shame, each one a whisper of my name. In times of weakness, times of fear, for all the world to see so clear, I'd hide them under layers deep, secrets I was forced to keep, a roadmap of the pain I knew, the battles I had struggled through. But these are the scars I polished gold, a warrior story to be told, not signs of damage but of might, of how I fought and won the fight. Each line a testament to grace in this hard and unforgiving place. I wear them now, brave and bold. These are the scars I polish gold. People look and then they stare at the fragile tapestry I bear. They do not see the strength it took to give myself a second look, to see the beauty in the brain, for my own and for my spirit's sake. This is not a flaw in the design. This resilience is truly mine, 'cause these are the scars I polished gold, a warrior story to be told, not signs of damage but of might, of how I fought and won the fight. Each line a testament to grace in this hard and unforgiving place. I wear them now, brave and bold. These are the scars I polish gold, like rivers carved into the stone. They prove that I was not alone. My own strength was there with me, and it has finally set me free. Polished gold, so bright to see the hero that is inside of me. Polished gold, shining on. The story of my mended heart.
I was the blur in the photograph, a silent secondary half, the one who stood behind the rest and always put it to the test. How small could I possibly be, so no one would take note of me? I was an extra in the scene, the space, the void, the in-between. But I'm stepping forward, coming into frame. I'm tired of playing this supporting game. My colors are about to show. I'm gonna let my own light glow. I'm not in the background anymore. clean up someone else's mess. I held the camera, held the light, so that their future could be bright. But my own film was running out, full of uncertainty and doubt. It's time to flip the script around and make my own triumphant sound. 'Cause I'm stepping forward, coming into frame. I'm tired of playing this supporting game. My colors are about to show. I'm gonna let my own light glow. I'm not in the background anymore. I'm the one that you've been waiting for. With the leading role I wrote myself. My story's coming off the shelf. The focus moved, the lighting changed. It's time for me to rearrange the entire composition now and take my own deserving bow. Not in the background, listen to the sound of me taking center stage, turning a new page. No, not in the background anymore.
I look for maps in other people's hands, search for my truth in foreign lands. I followed footprints in the snow to places I was scared to go. I asked for signs from up above, from a silent and a distant love. I let the winds of fortune blow and decide which way I ought to go. But the compass was my heart all along, beating a rhythm steady and strong. It never pointed north or south. The words are right there in my mouth. I learned to trust the pull inside. Now I have nothing left to hide. My own true north was there from the start. I found the compass was my heart. The voices of the world were loud, the faceless wisdom of the crowd. They said go here and don't go there, a web of caution and of care. I got so lost in their advice, I paid a lonely, bitter price, until I sat in silence and I heard a single true and honest word, that the compass was my heart all along, beating a rhythm steady and strong. It never pointed north or south. The words were right there in my mouth. I learned to trust the pull inside. Now I have nothing left to hide. My own true north was there from the start. I found the compass was my heart. So let them have their charts and guides. I'm happy with the turning tides that live and breathe inside of me for all the world to finally see. brand new perfect start. It's beating true for me. Finally I am free, my heart, my compass, my art.
The storm came in without a sound and pulled me deep and spun me around. The pressure built, the light grew dim upon a desperate, foolish whim. I fought and kicked, but the tide was strong, and I had been down there for so long. I almost let the water win the weary fight I was in. But I finally got my head above the waves, out of the dark and lonely water graves. I'm breathing in the salty air of grace, a tiny smile upon my tired face. The storm is raging, but I'm still afloat in my own tiny little lifeboat. This is the moment my own spirit saves, when I got my head above the waves. My lungs are burning, my arms are weak. I can barely even think or speak, but I can see the sky again, a different world from where I've been. The current's pull is still so real, but the sun is something I can feel, and it's enough to keep me strong to where I know that I belong. 'Cause I finally got my head above the waves, out of the dark and lonely water graves. I'm breathing in the salty air of grace, a tiny smile upon my tired face. The storm is raging, but I'm still afloat in my own tiny little lifeboat. This is the moment my own spirit saves, when I got my head above the waves. I'm not on shore, I'm not on land, but I can see and understand that just to breathe is to succeed. It is the only thing I need. Head above the waves, in the light the new day saves. Head above the waves, my own courage paves the way. I'm okay. They threw their rocks, they threw their words, an angry, unrelenting hurt. They built a wall around my name and hoped I'd die out in the rain. Each pebble was a small defeat on that lonely, unforgiving street. They wanted me to fall and break for their own and for their power's sake. But every rock they threw at me, I caught and held so carefully, and I built a throne from all the stone, a kingdom I could foundation's made of all the tears I cried throughout the silent years. The armrests are the stubborn fights I fought on long and lonely nights. The back is made of all the hate that I received at my own gate. It's not a throne of gold or steel, but it's the only thing that's real. 'Cause every rock they threw at me, I caught and held so carefully, and I built a throne from all the stone, a kingdom I could call my own. I'm sitting high, I'm looking down, wearing my own heavy crown. I'm ruler of the strength I've known, upon the throne I built from stone. So let them rage and let them stare from down below in their despair. They gave me everything I need to plant my own triumphant seed. This throne of stone is all my own. I rule alone, and I have grown from all the stones they've
I was a rumor, a footnote, a trace, a nameless number in a crowded place. My story was a paragraph, small and unread, filled with the words that I never said. I walked in silence, I followed the rules, one of the many, one of the fools who thought that greatness was for someone else and kept my magic on the highest shelves. But the history books have got it wrong. They're missing my triumphant song. I'm picking up the pen myself. Come with me, my legend begins today. No more waiting for a sign. The power and the choice are mine. I'm stepping out of the fray. My legend begins today. I'm done with